السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Today we are looking at الدرس الثالث, right? As you can see, that is the lesson number 6. And in the previous session, we just completed the 5th lesson. And what happens is that this lesson happened to be one of the important, all the lessons in this book are very important, but this is one of the important concepts in Arabic language. We have not actually learned it before. We haven't came across it from what we have learned previously. Since the beginning till now, we haven't learned anything about what we are going to learn here. And it's very, very, very important because everywhere in Arabic it comes. And especially we students who are, some of us who are not Arabs, okay, it is something that is actually not found in other languages. Well, the concept we are going to learn here, it is, from what I know so far, it is just Arabic that has that concept. Other languages may have it, but the common languages, okay, that we have English and other languages that are very common, they don't have such concept. So it is, as I said, it is something that we need to understand very well, such that other lessons will be very easy. So it is actually something that we call Jam'u li-ghayri akil. Jam'u li-ghayri akil. And that is plural for non-intellectual object. Okay, non-intellectual object, non-living things like a pen, a pencil, they are jam or they are plurals. Okay, if you are looking at their plural, certain things happen a lot, and that's what we are going to look at. So before we dive into the lesson, I will just try to explain certain things before we start reading here. So if you can see here, I want to explain from beginning from this point. So please observe very well and pay attention very well. Please pay attention very well. This is something, as I said, very, very important. Very important. So let's understand it once and for all. So as you can see here, Jam'u li-ghayri akil. Jam'u li-ghayri akil. So I'm trying to read here and then explain. So in Arabic, nouns are classified as one, rational or irrational. So a noun could be rational or irrational. In English, we all know what we mean by rational, and we all know what we mean by irrational. Rational, yani, bima'na something that has an akil, or something that has an akal, intellect, like a human being. Okay, he can reason. I hope that is clear. They don't have irrational things. Things that in Arabic, basically in Arabic, what we mean by irrational is irrational nouns. Nouns that refer to things that doesn't have an intellect. So for example, a pen doesn't have an intellect to think like a human being does. Okay, so pen, pencil, those non-living things are all termed as irrational objects, irrational nouns. Okay, so they are called intelligent and non-intelligent, meaning simple rational things that possess intelligent or intellect. Okay, akal is what we mean by intellect. Okay, so Allah says in the Quran, afala ya'kilun. Okay, it's coming from that same word, afala ya'kilun, from akal. Okay, akal. Okay, then irrational are just things that doesn't have intellect, non-intellectual things. So rational nouns are those that refer to human beings. Rational nouns are not that refer to human beings. Okay, angels, devils, and such things. All this, all this has reason. A human being has an intellect. An angel, the same thing. A devil, the same thing. Then, and such beings are also included in this class. But irrational nouns refer to things, animals, and concepts. Hope that is clear. So that is irrational. Things that doesn't have an intellect, non-intelligent objects. Okay, so things, animals. So animal doesn't have an intellect. I hope that is clear. Like a goat. A goat doesn't think. So a goat is classified as irrational. Okay, and then concepts. Okay, these are things that are not even visible. I hope that is clear. So rational, things that have intellect, irrational, things that doesn't have intellect. Now, a rational thing is what we term as, let me come. A rational thing is what we term as kill. Please pay attention here. Rational thing is what we term as I hope you can see here, akil. Okay, so we have akil. And then irrational is what we term as غير akil. So term as what? The غير akil. Okay, so غير akil. Hope that is clear. So in simple sentence or in simple terms, rational is termed as akil, irrational is termed as غير akil. I hope that is clear. Okay, so غير, you can remember it is from the adawatun nafi, okay, negation. So غير here means none, so non-intellectual nouns is what termed as irrational. Okay, so I hope that is now clear. And akil is what termed as rational, and غير akil is irrational. Okay, now the main part, what we want here is in the singular, there's no difference between these two groups. Okay, there's no difference between these two groups. In plural, however, there is a very important difference. There's a very important difference. Plural of rational nouns are treated as plural. Okay, hope that is clear. Okay, plural of rational nouns are treated as plural. Okay. Okay. So plural words like they, this are used to refer to them. Plural of irrational nouns are treated as feminine singular. Okay. That is main part of what we are searching for here. Hope that is clear. Okay. I hope that is clear. So plural of irrational nouns are treated as feminine singular. Now, in simple, let me try to clarify what they are talking about. If we have human beings, okay, so for example, let's use students as example. So one student is called a talibun, okay. Several students are called tulabun. I hope we all know this. So if I want to refer to one plural, okay, so I say what? If I want to refer to one student, I say what? Haza talibun. So this is a student, it falls under rational thing and akil. So I say what? Haza talibun, right? Now, if I want the plural, the main thing here, whatever we are seeing here is is revolving around jamu or plural. Okay. If I want to say plural of students, I'll say what? Haula'i tullabun. I hope that is clear. Haula'i tullabun. So we have haza tolibun, and the plural is what? Hazihi. Haula'i tullabun. Okay. Now, if I'm talking about irrational things, so let's take example, a book. A book is called kitabun. So one book, I will say what? Haza kitabun. Hope that is clear. Haza kitabun. If I want to say several books, remember when I was referring to several students, I say what? Haula'i tullabun. But here I won't say haula'i kutubun. I hope I know that is what you are thinking. Haza kitabun, the plural is what? The plural is not haula'i kutubun. The plural is hazihi kutubun. I think you are confused for now. That is what is written here. Observe here. Haza tolibun. Just consider this part alone. Haza tolibun, one student. You see, singular. The plural form is what? Haula'i tullabun. That is correct. Okay. We said the plural of haza is haula'i, right? And the plural of tullabun, of tolibun is tullabun. That is what we have been learning so far. But let me tell you today that this plural that we learned is for rational. It's for only things that are rational. This is some ishara that we have learned, and we have learned the plural forms. It is for rational. So this is the example I used. Haza kitabun. This is now talking about irrational. Okay, gairu akil. Irrational, gairu akil. So haza kitabun. So the plural form is what? Hazihi kutubun. Here you could see it is haula'i tullabun. But here someone asks, why is it not haula'i tullabun? That is what we are learning today. The plural of irrational nouns are treated as feminine singular. Are treated as what? Feminine singular. So right now, the kitabun has changed to kutubun, so that is correct. But what hasn't changed? The haza hasn't changed to hazihi, to haula'i. Rather, it changed to hazihi, and that is what will always happen if you are referring to things that are irrational. Their plural forms will always take the feminine singular ism ishara or whatever is coming, whether asma'ul mawsula or whatever you are using to describe it. It will always, instead of using the plural form for it, it won't take the plural. It will always take the feminine singular. So, hope that is clear. Okay, so haza tolibun jadidun. Now let's look at the complete sentence here. Haza tolibun jadidun. Huwa sagirun. This is a new student. Huwa sagirun. He is small. So the plural is what? Haula'i. Tullabun. The jadidun, we said jududun. Okay. Huwa. We are now looking at plural. So hum. Sagirun. Sigarun. I hope that is clear. All this is applicable. Let me come and tell you something. Here, you could see this ism ishara has changed to haula'i. And then this jadidun has changed to jududun. Then this huwa has changed to hum, because we are dealing with plural. We have studied all this. Okay, this ism ishara, and this is adjective. Okay, it is describing the student, a new student, so it's an adjective. And we have studied the plurals of adjective. You can remember jadidun, jududun, tawilun, tiwalun, qasirun, Okay, so we have studied all this. So huwa, this one is a domir. We have just looked at domir previously. And we look at the plural forms of domir. If you are saying huwa, if they are plural, you use hum. I hope that is clear. So there's no confusion here. But let me tell you that all that we have been studying, just that we didn't say it, we haven't said it before. But I'm just saying that all this is applicable only to rational objects. Only to what? To rational. These changes occur like this in the normal form for rational objects. If it is irrational, okay, if it is irrational, this, if there is going to be a change, it won't change to the plural. It will rather change to the feminine singular of whatever it is. So observe here, please observe here. You can see that here we're talking about Tolibun. So that was akil, rational. So that is why it changed smoothly. Here we are now talking about kitabun, and you know kitabun is what? Irrational, gairu akil, thing that doesn't have an intellect. So what happens is that we can see here there is haza kitabun jadidun huwa saghirun. This is a new book. It is small. So this is an adjective, right? Describing the book. And this is what's the name? A domir, right? A pronoun. So this haza, you can see here, is changed to haula'i. This will all this plural is used only for rationals, things that are rational. But if it is irrational things, when you are talking about non-living things like a pen, a book, whatever, we don't use plurals for them. We don't use the normal plurals for them. Their plural is indicated by feminine singular of whatever you are talking about. So like haza here, if you want to now say plural of the book, haza kitabun, you won't say haula'i kutubun. You will rather use feminine singular. You know, this is an ism ishara. So what is the feminine singular of an ism ishara? Haza. What is the feminine singular form of haza? Is it not hazihi? Hazihi. So use hazihi for it. Then jadidun. Instead of it changing to jududun, you can see here it's changed to jududun. But here, as I said, it is not, it is gairu akil. So it will change to plural. The main focus here is plural. Whatever is changing to plural. So instead of using jadidun, jududun, you know, jadidun will change to jududun. But that is not so because gairu akil. So you are going to use the feminine singular of the adjective. And what is the feminine form of jadidun? Jadidatun. So this, the normal plural is jududun. But as I said, I'm just repeating it. We don't use the normal plurals for things that are not rational. Okay. Now look at here. Huwa. What is the plural of huwa? So if I want to say huwa sogirun, the book is small. But if there are several books, then I want to say they are small for the books. I won't use hum sigarun. The normal plural is not used for him non-living things. So here, instead of hum, like here, I will use the feminine singular form of huwa. What is the feminine singular form of huwa? Here. So use here for it. So here, sogirun. I hope that is clear. So one, the ism ishara. Ism ishara. Let me write it. Let me just write it, type it for you. So we have type it in. Let me just write it in English form. Ism ishara. That is one. Two, adjective, right? And that is what we call the na'at, okay, or sifa. Na'at. I hope that is clear. And then we'll have the pronoun. Okay, then not only pronoun, we haven't looked at the asma'ul ishara to, I'm saying asma'ul mawsula, the allazi. Okay, so let me add something here. Let me just tell you. Assuming I wanted to say here, observe here, even though it's not written here, I want to add it so that if I wanted to say at the students who left, okay, the students who left, so it will be what? At-tullabu allazina. Okay, at-tullab, you know, the plural form is allazina, the singular is allazi, and the plural is allazina. So who? Okay, the students who left, allazina kharaju. Okay, the students who left. But if I wanted to say, for example, they are dogs. Okay, dogs. So I will say a dog is called kelbun, and the plural is kilab. So al-kilabu allati. I will use allazi. Okay, the actual form is allazi for plural, but this plural allazi is only for, rational things. So if I'm talking about students, I'll say atulabu lazina. I said allazi, right? Sorry, allazina. Okay, so al-tulabu allazina. Okay, kharaju. But if I'm talking about things that goat, okay, or sheep or dogs, okay, I will use alati. You can remember the singular, the feminine singular of this asma'ul mawsula is what? Alati. It's just like when you are talking about plurals for non-living things, it's just like you are going to use the adjective, the demonstrative pronoun, the pronoun, the ism mawsula, whatever you are going to use for it is going to be singular feminine. It's just like you are using one girl. Let me just put it that way, one female. Whatever you are using for one female, that is what we use for irrational things. I hope that is clear. For the ism ishara, the pronouns, the ism ishara, the adjective, the pronouns, and then the so the pronouns. This one is the domir. Okay, and then we have the demonstrative pronoun. The demonstrative pronoun, which is the ism or asma'ul mawsul. Let me just put it there. We know it is asma'ul mawsul, right? Asma'ul mawsul. So this category of things, and not only this, you still see others, but this here, that's just what we are learning. These things, if you are going to use them, they are plural for a non-living thing, it is going to be the feminine singular form. I hope that is clear. So if I want to say ism ishara, pointing, I want to point to several books. I won't say ha'ula'i in the normal form, several human beings. You see ha'ula in nas, these people. There are several of them. But if it is non-living things, I'll say hazihi, for example, books. I'll say hazihi kutub or hazihi kutubun. These are books. I won't use ha'ula'i kutubun. I hope that is clear. I would rather use the feminine singular form of any of this category. If I want to use this for this 1, 2, 3, 4, if I want to use any of them for a non-living thing plural, I will use the feminine singular form of them. Hope that is clear. Adjective. So you are saying new students, you see tulabun jududun. But if it is non-living things, so beautiful books, you see what? Kutubun jadidatun. Hope that is clear. Then domir, the pronoun. Okay, the domir, the pronoun. So you say like whom, So you are saying hum tullabun, they are students. But if it is books there, you say what? Here, use here, not whom. Okay. Then demonstrative pronoun the same way. Allazina. Okay, allazina, those. Okay, but if they are not, if they are non-living things, I'll use allati, as if I'm referring to one girl, one female. Whatever you are using for one female, feminine, for all this, that is what we use for plural non-living things. I hope that is clear. So that's what we mean by jam'u lighairi akil. Jam'u lighairi akil. I hope that is clear. Okay. So now let's begin here. We'll look at practical examples and then it will widen up our understanding. So observe here. There's a dialogue between Al-Mudarris and then Muhammad. So Al-Mudarris, the teacher says, Liman hazihi al-aqlamu ya Muhammad. So the teacher saw several pens. You can see these pens here. So several pens are maybe on a table or wherever. And the teacher saw it and he's trying to find out the owner. So he asked Muhammad, Liman hazihi al-aqlam. I hope that is clear. Someone will argue, pens are plural. So why didn't you say liman ha'ula'i? Because we just know that if you are pointing, the demonstrative pronoun for plural is what? Ha'ula'i. Haza, the plural of haza is what? Ha'ula'i, right? But what happens is that, as I told you, ha'ula'i, this is only used for living things. Okay? Non-living things, you have to go for singular feminine singular of it, of that. So ism ishara, what is the singular feminine of ism ishara? Hazihi. So you use hazihi for it. Whenever you are talking about jam'u, plural of non-living things, you use the singular feminine form of whatever you want to use for it. Okay, so that's why he used hazihi here. So if you say, come and say liman haula il aqlam, it is not correct. Okay, it's not correct. So liman hazihi al aqlam ya Muhammad. So Muhammad answers by saying here. So you see here, they are plural. There are several pens. He will not say whom. Whom, those, as I said, is only for living things. Okay, whom, haula'i, the plural of all this, of all this. You have to look at their plurals. These plurals are only for living things, but not non-living things. When we are talking about non-living things, we don't use these plurals for them. So that's why he said, what is the singular feminine form? The main tool is just singular feminine, feminine singular, as if you are talking to one female. Okay, as if you are addressing one female. So use it here, simple. So here, li, they are mine. So here is singular, but that is what we use for plural of non-living things. So here, li, they are mine. Here, jamilatun. Okay, so here, jamil, they are plural, but he didn't say jududun. Okay, jududun. This is an adjective. I hope you can see an adjective. New, they are new, you know. Okay, this is khabar. Okay, this is khabar. But the same way, khabar. So jamilun, instead of jamilun, the plural is what? Jududun. But you won't use it. You have to use jamilatun. Okay, jamilatun. Jiddan. Wa hazihi al-kutubu. So you see, these books, he didn't say ha'ulai al-kutub. I hope you know why. So hazihi al-kutubu al-jadidatu. So you see, jadidatu taw marbuta. Because books, plural of them, you have to add the taw marbuta to the adjective. You're talking about adjective. Okay. Kutubul jadid, not kutubul jududu. We don't do that. Okay. The adjective should be as if you are addressing one female. So kutubul jadidatu. Okay. وهذه الكتب الجديدة أهي لك. So he saw another books and he says, what of? Not necessarily what of. وهذه الكتب الجديدة. And these new books, are they for you? أهي لك. So you see, أهي, not أهم لك. But he used what? أهي لك. لا هي لمحمد. Sorry, هي لحامد. They belong to Hamid. Okay. So you use here again. So you never see whom here. referring to non-living things. Or you never see like the plural for human beings like jududun used for non-living things, or haulai used for non-living things. No, you will always see the feminine singular form. Okay. Aina dafatirukum. He's asking about your notebooks. Okay. Ya ikhwanu, or brothers. So the teacher is asking them. So they will answer by saying here. Okay. Here huna ala hazal maktabi. It is here. Ala hazal maktabi. On this is badal, on this table. So there's a table here and it is on it. Hope you can see. Okay. So we have here tamarin exercises. Okay, I hope you can see here. So ta'ammil al-amsilat al-atiyah. Learn the following. Okay, amil. Have to take note of the following amsila examples. Okay, so this is just another example they are bringing to explain. So observe well, please. Al-mufrad. We know mufrad, singular. They will have al-jamu. They will have mufrad and they will have jamu. Haza talibun jadidun. This is a new student. Huwa min America. He is from America. The plural is what? Haza. You see, haulai. This is a human being, so you just use the regular form. So haulai tulabun jududun. Huwa, so whom min America. They are from America. But here, we are now talking about a non-living thing. So haza kitabun jadidun. This is a new book. Huwa min America. It is from America. But now let's talk about plural books. We want to see this is a new book. So these are new books. We want to see these are new books. Okay, these are new books. You see what? Hazihi kutubun jadidatun. So you see the underlined word. This is an ism ishara. So instead of using haulai, we don't use haulai. Hazihi. Jadidun is an adjective. We have to change it to jadidatun. Huwa, instead of changing it to whom, we have to change it to here min America. So hazihi kutubun jadidatun. Here min America. I hope that is clear. Okay. Okay. So we have here حول المبتدأ في كل من الجمل الآتية okay إلى جمع. So they have how will change المبتدأ change the مبتدأ في كل من الجمل الآتية in all the following examples. Okay, in all the following sentences rather. Okay, so there is mubtada in the sentence. We are going to change the mubtada ila jam'in, to jam, to plural. I hope that is clear. To plural. So observe here. This is an example that they have given you. Okay. Misal. Haza baytun. This is a book. This is a house. The plural is what? Hazihi buyutun. So haza. What is the plural of haza? You know, this is talking about a house. A house is irrational thing. So instead of saying haula'i buyutun, I just told you you can use haula'i. So you go for the singular feminine. Don't forget singular, as if you're addressing one female. So haza, it will now be what? The plural is what? Hazihi buyutun. Buyutun is the plural of houses. Baytun. So buyutun. Okay. So hazihi buyutun. Okay. So haza najmun. Okay. Let me come. So here, haza najmun. Or you can see it, haza najmun. So the plural is nujumun, stars. So you use hazihi nujumun, not haula nujumun, please. I hope you know why. There's similarly, as you can see here, haza darsun. Okay, this is a lesson. The plural is durusun. Okay, durusun, lessons. Okay, lessons. Okay, so you say hazihi durusun, not haula'i durusun. I hope you know why. Okay, then we have here haza qalamun. The plural is what? Not haula'i aklamun. The plural is aklamun, but not haula'i. Okay, because we are dealing with non-living things. Okay, gairu akil, non-intellect, non-intellectual nouns. Okay, nouns that doesn't have intellect. Okay, call them gairu akil. Okay, so if you want to use anything for them, you use the singular feminine. Haza babun. The plural of babun is what? Abwabun. Okay, wafatahna abwab as-samai. So you see abwabun. Okay, wafatahna abwab as-samai. Okay, so here abwabun. So the plural is what? Hazihi abwabun. Hazihi abwabun. Okay. Then we have here haza nahrun. The plural of nahrun is what? Mama nahrun. What is nahrun? What is nahrun? Okay. Nahrun is the river. Okay. It's the river. So term as the river in English. So the plural is what? Hazihi and harun. Okay. Hazihi and harun. You have haza jabalun. Haza jabalun. The plural is what? Hazihi jibalun. Hazihi jibalun. Plural who hazihi jibalun. Then we have haza kelbun. This is a dog. The plural is kilabun. Okay, kilabun. The plural is kilabun. Okay, so use hazihi kilabun. Same way here. Haza bahrun. So bahrun, what is bahrun? The bahrun is the sea. Please don't confuse this. I know students who do confuse them. So let me highlight it for you. We have nahrun and then we have bahrun. How you can see, they are similar in pronunciation. Nahrun and then bahrun. Nahrun is the river and bahrun is the sea. Okay. Okay. So haza bahrun. The plural is biharun. Okay. Plural is biharun. So you say hazihi biharun. Okay. These plural. These are seas. Okay. Seas. Okay. So we have the last one. Haza himarun. Okay. The plural is hazihi humurun. Hazihi humurun. Okay. This is not the last one. think it is a long. So have haza sarirun. The plural is what? Hazihi sururun. Okay, sururun is base. Sururun is base. So have fiha sururun marfu'a. Okay, fiha sururun marfu'a. Hope you can remember this ayah. Okay, so sururun, hope you see it. Sarirun is the plural of sarirun. Okay, so hazihi sururun. Those, I'm saying those. These are best. Okay, so haza daftarun. This is a notebook. So these are notebook plurals. These are notebooks. Okay, so use hazihi. Haza maktabun. This is a table. Okay, hazihi makatibu. So at the same time, we are learning plural of some of the nouns, and at the same time, we are learning that jam'u gairu akil. Okay, the plural for them is, we are going to use the singular feminine. Okay, so here, hazihi sa'atun. This is a watch. The plural is hazihi sa'atun. Sa'atun is the plural of sa'atun. Sa'atun, watches. Okay, then we have here hazihi sayyaratun. So you see hazihi sayyaratun. Okay, hazihi sayyaratun. Hazihi sayyaratun. Okay, hazihi sayyaratun. I hope that is clear. Okay. Okay. Hazihi ta'iratun. Okay. So please let me try to clarify something here. Observe here. You can see that here the initial form is hazihi sa'atun. You see, it is initially because it is feminine, so you use hazihi for it. Meaning the plural is going to be the same. So you see, hazihi sa'atun. This is a watch, one watch. The plural is again hazihi. So hazihi, hazihi. You see, this is interesting. Yes. We don't care about whatever, whether it is masculine or feminine. What we just need to know is that if it is irrational thing, we are supposed to use the singular feminine for it. I hope that is clear. So it could be hazihi sa'atun, sa'atun, then hazihi sa'atun again, repeated. So that's how we say it is singular and then plural using the same ism ishar. Okay. So the same here, you can see hazihi ta'iratun. Ta'iratun is the plane, okay, an aeroplane. So you are supposed to use the same thing for it. Okay. 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 Then the next one is zalika najmun. Use what? You can use hazihi here. Okay. Because, so let me explain. Please, I hope you know that we can use hazihi here. Hope that is clear. Why can't we use hazihi? I hope you should know, because this is zalika. I hope that is clear. So this is demonstrative pronoun for far away. Hazihi is not for far away. So if you use hazihi, you are meaning that, even though that is correct, meaning that is correct for plural, but that is not far away. Okay, if I want to say they are plural and they are far away, so instead of saying zalika najmun, okay, zalika najmun, the plural will be what? Tilka. nujumun. Okay, you have to use tilka because tilka is the feminine singular. I hope that is clear. Let me try to be very clear here. You see, this is close. Okay, let me use this part to explain it. Like here, just take any of this, like haza sarirun, meaning the sarir is close. I hope you know that. If it were to be far away, we would have said zalika sarirun. That meaning it is far away. That is a bed over there, not close here. But if you are saying haza sarirun, so if you are changing it to plural, I said that you are supposed to use the singular feminine. I don't say you should use only hazihi. We are using hazihi because all the haza is close. Okay, and we are just changing it to plural. And the plural is to use the feminine singular for what you are using here. But this is initial far away. Zalik and Najmun. Okay, that is a star. But if the stars are plural, but still far away, so you will have to use the singular feminine of Zalika. And that will be what? Assuming a girl is far away and you have to address her, what do you say? Say that is a girl. So in Arabic it will be what? Not hazihi. It will be what? Tilka. Okay. Tilka. Fityatu. Okay. So you use tilka nujumun. Hope that is clear. So tilka nujumun. So tilka sayyaratun. Okay. This is masculine far away. This is feminine far away. So this what the same thing you have to use. Tilka sayyaratun. Sayyaratun. Tilka sayyaratun. All that is clear. Okay, so this is where we will have to pause and we'll continue from this second part in the next lesson. So please, if anything is not clear, draw our attention so that we clarify it before we go. We look at the second part of the lesson. This lesson is actually not very long lesson. Inshallah, in the second part, we will complete it. In the second lesson, we'll complete it. Basically, just bring examples to make it very clear and to familiarize it, to make it familiar to us. As you know, in English, we don't have something like that. As in Arabic, they have something like that. So they will bring several other examples so that we will be familiar with how it is used in Arabic language. Okay, so that's how Arabic is. Okay, so when someone is speaking Arabic, when you are listening to an Arabic, whether news or whatever, you will see that they are talking about plural and they are using feminine thing for it because it is غير آكل. So they don't say they are wrong. It's because it is what? غير آكل. It is non-living, it is non-intellect, something that doesn't have an intellect. Okay, we use feminine singular, whether it is an adjective, what's the name, an ism ishara, or ism mawsula, or whatever, right? Or what's the name, an adjective, whatever. Okay, so inshallah in the next lesson we'll continue from this point. As I said, if anything is not clear, we'll know how to contact us. Okay, so that will clarify it for you, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا في حياتكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.